Hi guys, Fifa here. Well, it's 92 rated Prime Icon Ryan Giggs player review. I was looking at the newly released icon cards which I could pick up. Most of them are still massively overpriced, and when I came across this Giggs for 600k, I thought it wasn't too bad of a deal, and he's a player that I've never really used before in FIFA. I just want to point out that I have absolutely no bias towards this card as I'm not a Wales or United fan. Anyway, this is the team I started him in with Lloris in goal, Robertson, Gomez, Socrates and Pereira in defence, Kante, Fabinho, Giggs, Rivaldo and Will in midfield, with Vardy in attack. However, in game I switched between the 4-2-3-1 with the cam options, with Giggs in Lam, and also the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, where he played as a single cam. Giggs is 5'10", with high attacking and medium defensive work rates. He's left foot and has a 2-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. Taking a look at some of his in-game stats, he's got 91 acceleration with 90 sprint speed, 88 attack positioning, 94 crossing, 91 short passing, 88 long passing, 90 curve, 91 ball control, 94 dribbling, 88 composure, and finally 89 stamina. So to begin, I'll start with his pace. Giggs definitely felt faster than 90 rated on his card. I know the Hunter chemistry style boosts him supposedly to 99, but I really don't believe chemistry styles actually have that much of an impact. He felt around the mid-90s range for me, which is more than fast enough to beat defenders. Both his acceleration and sprint speed equally add to his pace. He often got matched up against Semedo, who going off card stats is actually faster than this Giggs. However, he did manage to break away from him into space repeatedly in games. Dribbling wise, his card doesn't disappoint, and it's also part of the reason as to why he feels so fast in game. 91 ball control and 94 dribbling allows him to easily bring in passes and move fluidly in possession of the ball. I only really noticed his 82 agility on occasion, and it wasn't really something that stood out to me as a massive negative. The only time I saw it affect his dribbling was when you tried to cut too far in when moving at full sprint speed. In short bursts, this wasn't too much of an issue, as I felt it's probably improved by his other dribbling stats. The next positive is his shooting, which massively surprised me in game. Looking at his stats, there's not really anything that would wow you, especially comparing him to other icons or wingers in this price bracket. Again, I know this will be affected by the Hunter chemistry style, but his shooting is an area which I'd presume most people would attempt to upgrade when using this card. Giggs is really clinical for me in the game. In the 6 weekend league games I played with him, he scored 6 goals, which is a decent return for someone who I played as both a wide and central cam. This contribution is massively down to his attack positioning. He always made great attacking runs, either into space down the wing or through the centre of my opponent's defence. Once he got into the box, he could also finish really well from all types of shots and angles, and he managed to put the ball past some of the best keepers in the game with ease. His shot power was decent enough, and I never really noticed any shot that was saved due to a lack of power behind the ball. He also scored a really good volley for me from quite a tight angle, so it's safe to attempt these types of chances with him. The only side of his shooting which might lack quality is his long shots. To be honest, I never really got an opportunity to use them in game, because his attack positioning never put me in a position to take shots from outside the box. Passing overall was probably the best thing about this card for me. When he wasn't scoring, he was getting great assists and setting up play every game. The crossing on this card is the best I've seen in this game. Just the accuracy and curve he puts on the ball makes him unstoppable, and he was always hitting my attackers from a wide position. Everyone is saying how heading is terrible this year, which I can agree with for the most part, but the quality of crossing from this card brings goals out of nowhere. His short passing and long passing is also basically perfect, and the only times I ever misplaced a pass was down to a mistake by me. Again, the amount of curve you can put on these passes just allows you to unlock defences in ways some other midfielders can't. The final major positive with this card was his stamina, which at 89 is great for a winger to have, especially considering he's an icon. It pretty much allows him to run all game long, which is something you need out of your players, especially in the weekend league where extra time is a possibility. The first negative I'm going to mention is his 2-star weak foot. Now honestly, it's never really caused me any issues, and I even managed to score and pass the ball with his right foot. However, I have been using Rivaldo for a while now, so I have got used to sticking to players' stronger foot. I guess the major issue here is that you're aware it's so low rated, and it's probably better to avoid using it than to risk missing an attacking opportunity. 3-star skill moves again is another issue people might have with this card, especially as he's an attacking player. Although they have added to the 3-star skill moves list this year, it does still limit you to what you can do to beat defenders in this game, and I can understand why some players do require at least 4-star skill moves on their wingers. His overall physicality apart from his stamina was pretty poor. He always got pushed off the ball fairly easily. He didn't always hit the floor unless it was someone with really high strength, but he never really put up much of a fight. His jumping and heading accuracy was also non-existent, so when it comes to crossing, make sure he's the one delivering the ball and not receiving it. The final negative is his defensive ability. He really didn't try to chase down the opponent ever, and his awareness to intercept the ball in non-attacking situations, it was pretty awful. I know this isn't really an issue for most people, but if you end up using him as a left midfield, then it might be a factor you would look into. So overall, I'm going to do this 92 Prime Icon Giggs, an 8.8 out of 10. He honestly surprised me as to how good he was in game, and he definitely earned me a few more wins in the weekend league. He's good in all the areas their winger needs to be good in, and he's just as effective as a central cam should you decide to switch formations. However, I can understand why his 2-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves could continue to put some people off using this card. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And to request any future content, then please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to reply.